this one gets underway, Jeff, who might they need to be careful with against Los Angeles tonight?
Mike, I've heard all about Lob City. It isn't about Lob City. It's about point guard city. When Chris Paul came to the Clippers, he turned them from a entertaining team into a big-time championship level team. Why? Because he can probe the defense.
To Redick. Nice fake. The layup converts on the inside.
That's just a nice layup right there.
Irving against Paul. The Cavs coming off a very impressive win in their previous game against Golden State. Jeff, they won for a number of reasons. What would you say was the most important?
They were in the zone last game. I mean, when you shoot the ball that well from deep, it's hard to lose. They were absolutely on fire. And because of that, they got the victory.
To Redick. You know, Jeff, most people recognize Jamal Crawford as a great scorer, but it takes a special talent to be able to be instant offense off the bench.
Yeah, and I think it takes a special mindset, Mike, to be able to see yourself in a six-man role when oftentimes he could say, I'm better than the guy that's starting ahead of me. He can hit you with so many ways to score. The three-point shot, the pick-and-roll game. He's a great free-throw shooter. He's one of the all-time great streak scorers.
Irving against Paul. He shoots. No good. 2 minutes gone by in the first. Cleveland's down by 1. Terrific ball movement. Fires away for 2. Smith the rebound. Throws it down. What a play.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
To Paul. For Chris Paul, he is desperate to get to a finals, desperate for a championship, but his team not able to get past the second round. What does he have to do to take them there, Jeff?
Well, Chris Paul is a great player. Oftentimes, how far you advance in the playoffs is just as much about who you play with and who you play against as it is how you play individually. Chris Paul has nothing to be ashamed about. This is a team that could win it all.
Right back. Irving fires from downtown. Misses the three. To Jordan. Moving the ball around beautifully. Griffin for 2. Lets it go. Off target.
LA's not having the kind of offensive consistency you need to win in this league. They just can't seem to get into a rhythm.
And Los Angeles is called for their first team foul.
That's smart, sound, solid basketball, putting a bad free throw shooter to the free throw line instead of allowing him an easy attempt.
And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. We talk so much about DeAndre Jordan's defense and his shot blocking. This guy, though, Jeff, he's a solid, efficient scorer.
Because he knows what shots he can make. He's going to score on dunks, on layups, and within 3 feet of the basket. He's a great pick-and-roll player, rolling to the rim, catching the lob. I like it when people know who they are and are not constantly trying to reinvent themselves where their strength now becomes a weakness.
Cleveland's leading Los Angeles by a score of 11-7. Paul against Irving. Shoots it for two. Gets it to go. And Chris Paul with his first field goal of the night. He's averaging 19 points per game this season. Puts it up from downtown. Shot from way outside. No good. Paul coming across. Throws it down.
Simple. Catch, jump, dunk.
Irving on the drive. Spins. Nice finish around the rim. All right, here's the replay. Half a minute to go here in the first. It's a two-point game. Lots of room there. The Clippers with the offensive rebound for another possession. To the rim. The Clippers with control. And he puts it down. Irving on the drive. And the pass intercepted by Jordan. And the first quarter comes to an end. The score is tied. First quarter is done, and we're all tied up. Neither team really able to get any kind of advantage in the early minutes.
No separation, but still very well played. Tie game, but good establishment of how each team wants the game to go.
At the rim, and he draws the foul. Blake Griffin picks up his first personal of the night, and it's on to the line for a couple of free throws. Knocks down the first one.
I love everything about Mozgov. His agility, mobility, and hostility. You take those three into account, you've got yourself a really good center.
Moving the ball, excellent teamwork. Griffin jumper, knocks it down, beats the double team for two.
That was the absolute definition of a forced shot. But it's hard not to smile when you see it go in. That was a gamble that somehow paid off.
Hits the shot, and Kyrie Irving with 10 points.
You need guys who can make shots under duress and pressure. That was a well-defended possession, but that man stuck it, even against the best defense.
Excellent ball movement, great teamwork. Lets it go. That's good.
When you play that good a defense and you contest the two-point J, you expect a good result there. The offense was just superior. Concentration and the follow-through. He stuck his shot.
Puts it back up and in on the follow from Luke Maabute.
The finish of your defense always has to be blocking out and securing the defensive rebound. Here they didn't do it. Good pursuit on the offensive board and allowed him to stick it right back in.
It's good. A two-pointer. And Kyrie Irving with 12 points.
This isn't like the YMCA layup line. This is like real life. As you go in to try to finish, defense is coming over. This is spontaneous. The ability to adjust, contort, and still finish is a special, special gift.
Green on the drive. Throws it down in his face with authority.
That was a great dunk right there, Mike. Man, he really threw it down hard.
Goes to the reverse. Gets it to go. Kyrie Irving 7 for 11 from the field. Whistle blows. It's going to be a quick timeout here. 20 seconds.
Stepping in for the Los Angeles Clippers, number 4, J.J. Redick.
Crawford on the drive. Strong finish at the rim. Jeff Smith won the NBA's Sixth Man of the Year award with the Knicks 2013. First Knick to win the award since your guy, John Starks, in '97. When Smith is right, he's a heck of a player.
He is. Oftentimes we focus on his antics versus his game. But when he is playing at his high point, He's obviously a dynamic shot maker, but he's also a good passer, and I think that gets overlooked. This guy's a good NBA player. Unfortunately, we don't talk enough about his game.
Tied up and has to pass. The pass is deflected, and they get the turnover. And he kicks it out. James on the drive. Oh, he shoots it. That's good for 2. And LeBron James with 6 points. Three minutes gone by in the second, and we're all tied.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
To Griffin. Oh, he slams it through. Cleveland Cavaliers having another great season, Jeff. You know, as long as LeBron James is on that roster, they have a chance at a title.
Absolutely. You saw it last year. Even without Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, they took the Golden State Warriors to 6 games. He didn't play efficiently, but he played unbelievably well in that final series. And with him, his team will always be a favorite in the championship.
To Redick, wide open for 3. This is from the perimeter. 4 minutes gone by in the second. The Cavs up by 2. Late stages of the first half, we have a timeout.
Now, visit our team website for
Ball bringing it up here. Gets past the defender to the rim. Good finish inside. Irving. The Cavs with the offensive rebound to keep it alive. To James. James fires away for 2. It's good. And LeBron James with 12 points.
This has turned out to be one of the better games of the season, Mike. They're really getting after each other on both sides of the floor.
Defensive 3-second. That's a technical.
Cleveland. For the Los Angeles Clippers, Chris Paul to the line for 1.
And he knocks down that free throw. Jordan against Irving. Creates some space with that step back. Jordan shot, no good.
That's not part of his game.
Gets it right back. James on the drive. Irving jump shot. Nails it from downtown on the catch and shoot.
For 3. The assist from number 5.
Paul draws the double team. And that'll do it. First half comes to an end. The Cavaliers up by 4. We'll have more Sunday night NBA from ESPN and EA Sports after this halftime break. Welcome back to the Quicken Loans Arena for the second half. Jeff Van Gundy alongside me here tonight. Mike Breen on hand. Cleveland's got a slim lead as the third quarter gets underway. But Jeff, this one's anyone's game right now.
It is very closely and hotly contested. I like how both teams are playing. They've just got to try to get a little bit more separation with some sound quality possession.
Shot blocked by Crawford. Goes to the goal. Nails it. That's a 2-pointer. 6-point lead for Cleveland.
That's nice body control right there on that layup. Good finish.
Jeff, the Clippers not only good, but so entertaining. It's a highlight package every night.
Absolutely. And again, those highlights get special significance when it comes to they're in winning times now. It's one thing to make highlight reel plays in a loss. They get forgotten very quickly. But to do it in an entertaining style and win in a major market like LA, and really right now be the better team in LA, this is a terrific accomplishment for Doc Rivers and his team.
Paul into the front court. Moves around the defender. Thrown away.
Are you kidding me? That's the way to protect the basket.
Lazy pass. Gets to the rim. Off the mark from point-blank range. The shot is blocked.
That kind of play, Mike, makes a statement. LA's just not set the right tone defensively. They're getting absolutely obliterated on that end of the floor.
The assist from number 2, Kyrie Irving.
Ball walks it across. Oh, excellent screen. Goes for the three-pointer. And Chris Paul with the bucket from downtown. He's averaging 19 points per game this season.
You take what the defense gives you. In the first half, he didn't get a lot of looks from the three. Second half, got his looks and knocked them home.
James to the basket. The whistle and a foul called against Jordan. Cleveland shooting 50% from the line tonight.
Oh, that was great body control. To be able to absorb the contact and still get off a quality shot. Just didn't get it to drop.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Boy, there's some incredible point guards these days in the NBA, Jeff. And you look at a guy like Kyrie Irving. Is anybody a better ball handler?
Now, listen, he's a special player. When he's at the top of the floor, either in transition, one-on-one, or in the high pick and roll. The guy has a unique handle. He can get to any spot on the floor he wants. And his greatness has been obscured prior to LeBron James coming back to Cleveland because he wasn't playing in any meaningful games. Now, because of James and Kevin Love being there, they're playing in meaningful games, and we're getting to see all of his talents come to the forefront.
Redick's shot from downtown won't go.
I'm disappointed. This type of defense is not championship caliber winning defense in the second half of a close game.
The assist from
Ball set to bring it up. Making the defense work with excellent ball movement. To Griffin. They double him. From the corner, a three-pointer. Excellent position for the rebound by Thompson. Cleveland's leading Los Angeles by a score of 39-38.
2 points. The assist from number 2, Kyrie Irving.
To Redick. Puts it up. Wide open for three. A long-range jumper is off the mark.
If you want to win close games in the second half, you can allow no open shots. Everyone must be covered.
Sends it to the corner. In the paint, and J.J. Redick with a nice look. Sinks it.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
Redick in possession. No one near him. A wide-open shot. Knocks it down. A two-pointer. The Clippers up by one.
You want excitement? You want to see a game go back and forth where the lead changes often in a game. You have that here tonight. This is one fascinating game.
Love's pass, almost a costly turnover. Irving from outside, a three-pointer. Irving's unable to hit from downtown. To Redick. Redick for two. Puts it up. Gets that one to drop.
The assist from number 12,
James on the drive. Inside. Impressive putback. What timing. And here's the replay with another look at that spectacular dunk. What a crowd pleaser. It'll count if it goes. Third quarter in the books. Cleveland's down by one. Stay with us for more NBA on ESPN Sunday after the break. fourth quarter set to begin. Boy, this one is anybody's game right now, Jeff.
I'm here sitting, and I'm nervous. It is such a hotly contested game. One play could make the difference between winning and losing. Let's see which players can withstand this type of heat and pressure.
Hall against Irving. Puts it up. Oh, pretty pass from Chris Paul. That's his third assist.
You're not winning late in a close game playing that type of defense, allowing the ball to go in a direct line drive right at the basket.
2 points.
Forced to make the pass. Gets it off. That's a two-pointer. The Clippers with the offensive rebound for a new 24. Can't get the layup to drop.
Great effort, great hustle, great work capacity, but you've got nothing to show for it because you missed the point-blank attempt.
Puts it home with a slam. And here's another look at that amazing dunk. Well worth the replay.
Oh, look at the athleticism exploding up to finish with the hammer.
Pass into the post. Fires away. Shot won't go. Fry. Strong to the goal. And takes it to the rim.
You want to keep attacking the basket and get layups around the rim. That's how you score consistently.
To Green from beyond the arc. No good from downtown.
Trying isn't enough. You've got to close and get there and then finish it off by contesting the shot.
To the rim. And LA's called for their first team foul. And LeBron James will get to shoot at the free throw line. He's 1 for 4 from the line tonight.
I love the way the NBA player can contort his body, take contact, and get the ball up to the basket even when being fouled hard.
Ball against Irving. To Jordan. He's got 6 rebounds in this. Oh, what a play!
The path to the basket was open, drive down, and finish it with no one in sight.
Here's the Euro. Oh, the onslaught continues. Jeff, this team is desperate for a timeout, right?
Mike, I don't like to second guess, but I'm surprised they haven't called a timeout right here. I know some coaches like to let their players play through the swings of the game, but right here, a timeout is warranted.
And Kyrie Irving's called for the reach-in foul. It looks like a substitution. Richard Jefferson comes in for LeBron James.
Richard Jefferson.
To Crawford. Gets into the paint. Weaves his way to the basket. Not knocks it down. 3-point game. Oh, quick move, gets inside, puts it down.
Oh, that's nice right there. The finish at the rim with the nice dunk.
Two and a half. Remaining in the fourth. The Cavs up by 5. To Green. From downtown. Misfires on the 3. Lets it fly. Knocks it down. Off the follow. Beautiful play from DeAndre Jordan. He's averaging 12 points per game this season.
Sometimes NBA games have nothing to do with skill, and it's all about your will. Great will to go secure an extra possession and then put it in the basket.
Tied up, has to make that pass. Oh, huge offensive rebound. Nobody near him for three. Pierce is off the mark from downtown.
It's not often where you see both teams struggling to make threes like we're seeing here today. We've got both teams are trying to shoot through it, and quite frankly, right now, it's difficult to watch.
That three-pointer won't go. From way downtown. Irving shot from behind the arc won't go.
Hey, give it up, and then you'll get it back for a better quality attempt later in the possession. You've got to play team offense.
Inside to the basket. To Shumpert. To the... Oh, he throws it down. Winding down the fourth quarter. There's a timeout.
The NBA is a long game. They have plenty of time. Come out of this timeout. Yeah, you're down a substantial amount, but what you have to do, get a quick hitting score, and then the decision is, do you foul or do you play?
A huge three-pointer.
The hardest thing to do in the NBA in the last 2 minutes of a game is get an open shot. They did it, and they knocked the ball right down the middle of the hole.
Kicks it out to the corner. Fires for three. Strong on the offensive glass. Knocks it down. What a clutch play.
The paint is not for the faint of.
Great defense for the steal.
That's the last thing they needed right there, Mike. A critical mistake.
Nice move inside. The two defenders swarm. Oh, pretty move into the paint. Shut down, forced to make the pass. Nice move down the lane. Plenty of contact. Offensive foul called against Shumpert. Oh, what a costly turnover.
They couldn't have picked a worse time to cough it up, Mike.
Puts it down. What a play.
What a great back-and-forth game we've been watching here today, Mike. It's getting hard to keep count of all the lead changes.
And Los Angeles calls timeout as time is running down here in the fourth. J.R. Smith's checked in again late here in the fourth. Wow, he's wide open. Second chance opportunity on the offense. Oh, what a shot.
J.R. Smith.
It'll count if it goes for the win. End of regulation. Score is tied, and we're... How much do these two teams have left as we start overtime? Shoots the three. Won't go from outside the arc.
Listen, when you're not making shots, it looks bad. There's no other way around it. It doesn't mean they're executing poorly. It's just when they're getting these threes and both teams are missing, you're not getting the results you'd like.
To the corner. Oh, the fake. Now puts it up. It's good. Tie game. Irving moves into the front court. Nice move into the paint. Gets inside. Oh, he got hit, and they call it. Draws the foul called against Griffin. And Kyrie Irving will go to the line for the first time tonight.
I love the way the NBA player can contort his body, take contact, and get the ball up to the basket, even when being fouled hard.
And Kyrie Irving with 31 points. Oh, and there's a mindless turnover. Backcourt violation called against the Clippers. Unfortunately, Jeff, pretty difficult to say too many positives about how either team has played to this point.
Both teams, no question, are off to a very cold start here today from the three-point line in the first half.
On the drive. Clearly a foul called against the Clippers. Second team foul. And LeBron James will go to the line. He's 3 for 6 from the line. Misses the first. Just can't get it to go from the free throw line. Another miss. Pass to the corner. Feeds it right back. Crawford finds the wide open look for three. Crawford's long-range jumper won't go.
This has been a struggle. Neither squad has been effective from long distance here early in the game.
To Redick. He's averaging 16 points per game this season. Attacks the basket. Can't get the layup to go.
That's the mark of a great defensive team. Great closeout, great contest. That's the way to get it done.
Redick from downtown. Redick shot for three. Off the mark.
That's an I haven't taken a shot in a while type of shot. You don't need those shots. You need to make the defense work.
Nails it. Alrighty, here's a chance to see that one again.
The assist from number 2, Kyrie Irving.
Cleveland's leading Los Angeles by a score of 67-63. Pretty pass. Gets to the rim. Can't bring it home.
Hey, you got to finish strong on those shots. You're right at the basket. You got to put the ball in the hole.
To Irving for threes. Shot from downtown, no good. Gets it inside with the perfect. Throws it down. What a play.
Even a stiff can catch and dunk like that.
Oh, terrific defense. Picks off the pass.
What was he thinking on that play? Who was he trying to pass to?
Redick with a long-range, beautiful shot.
Basketball's a game of runs. And this game has been no exception. It's been back and forth, and it's giving the fans the kind of up and down, back and forth action that keeps them interested.
Inside. It's good. And one.
Terrific concentration to finish the shot and now shoot a free throw.
Hits the free throw. Three-point play complete. To Crawford. Fires away for two. Jumper off the mark that time.
Hey, that's a tough shot, but I'd rather have a good...
Oh, what a play!
Oh, that's a sweet finish right there. Dunking the ball with strength and force.
Crawford's looking to operate from down low. Gets into the paint. Blocked!
Are you kidding me? That's the way to protect the basket.
Gets it off. Misses for two. Paul has the double team close in. Puts it up for three. Paul shot from downtown won't go.
Some might question that shot right there. I like it.
Throws it down off a great feed from J.R. Smith. To Jordan. Backing his man down. Gets a good look. Knocks it down. 4-point game. To Smith. He's got 3 assists in the matchup. Passes it back to him. For 2, he puts it in. Clutch shot. And there's a timeout call. The Clippers down by 6.
The strategy is simple right now. You come out of the timeout, you execute, you get a score. And then you have to trust your defense. No unnecessary fouls. Just get another stop. And then go out in transition. Get out on the break.
From three-point land. Can't hit from downtown. To Shumpert. Throws it down. What a play. And Doc Rivers calls a full timeout. He needs to talk things over.
When you're down this amount with a minute or so left in the game, you need to come out and get a quick strike at the basket. Attack the rim, try to get to the free throw line, or draw the defense to you and get the wide open 3. And once you score, you have to force a turnover. You have to get your defense.
Throws it down.
Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense. There's nothing to be ashamed with on that possession. That was a well-defended, well-contested shot.
That's a foul. Easy call.
When you're down late in the 4th quarter of a game, you have to gamble and try to create some havoc. Here they fouled, but they're not in the penalty, so it's just going to result in a side out of bounds.
He hits the pair of free throws. Their lead is now 8. Cleveland's leading Los Angeles by a score of 80-72. To the rim. Oh, rejected.
That kind of play, Mike, makes a statement.
Three-pointer. Off the mark. Quite can't get that double-digit lead.
That's a shooting turnover right there. You shot it too quick, had no chance of going in. That's just like a turnover.
Gets past the defense. Nice. The 2 defenders converge. Throws the alley-oop. They tip it and get the turnover. He steps out of bounds. Takes the 3. Well, we needed an extra period to decide the outcome of this one. The final score is 80-72. For Jeff Van Gundy and our entire EA Sports crew, this is Mike Breen saying thanks for joining us and good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Cavaliers stay strong.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving was the best playmaker in today's game. He also did some great scoring as well. In other words, when he wasn't scoring points himself, he was putting teammates in a position to score. He put on quite a show. And here's a look at his stat line.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. But even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. These are the top 3 plays of the game. The Cavaliers. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 3. Number 2. Number 1.
The Cavaliers were successful.
Game track.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.